In this video, we'll learn how to use private messages. Private messages is a feature of the forum software that allows you to communicate privately with one person in the forum, and it's totally secure. It's one thing I really like about it, is that it's unlike email, which goes around the world and anyone can read if they know how to do it. This message stays on the forum, so only the person that you've sent it to will be able to read it, and so it's secure for one thing, and then secondly, it also doesn't reveal like it doesn't even, you don't even have to reveal your email address. Just your username on the forum is enough to send this message to people. So some people are very privacy conscious, and so this is a way for you to communicate with each other privately without without even sharing an email address, for example. So to show you how to do that, let's go into private messages. And up here at the top right corner, you'll see private messages. Just click on that. And first of all, before you even do that, you can see there's a little number 1 right there. That tells me that I've got one private message waiting for me. And so I'm going to click on my private messages. And here's the private message right here. It was sent, I'm logged in as Test, and I sent myself a message when I was logged in as Todd. And so if I click on that, I can see my test message. Now, as soon as I open it, you can see the number 1 up here disappears. So the number 1, or however many unread messages, will show up as a number count up here in the top. So that's easy enough to do. You just open the message, you can read it, and then to reply, you just hit send reply. So I'll go ahead and hit reply and hit submit. And I'm going to go back to my inbox here. It just happens actually automatically. And first thing I notice is that there's a mail in my outbox. Now, this sounds funny at first because you think, I just sent a message, did something go wrong? No, actually, what happens is when you send a message, it first goes into your outbox and it stays there for as long as it takes before the other person gets your message and actually reads it. So when I look at my outbox, I can see this one message is sitting there, and until I go back and log in as Todd and open up that message, um, for my account here as a test, it's going to show as outbox. It shows in the outbox. Now, as soon as the message gets read by the other party, then it moves into sent messages. So that's just something to watch out for. It's a little, seems unusual, kind of counterintuitive a little bit. But once you get used to it, it's actually very good information because you can tell anything that's sitting in your outbox is a message that you have written, but the other person has not read yet. So the only other thing to do, which I suggest everyone to do, is to set up your preferences so that you get an email reminder whenever somebody sends you a private message. So the way to do that is go to, I believe it's board preferences, and then email notification options. And so when somebody sends you a private message, click check the email box. So it means that you'll get a notification whenever somebody sends you an email, when everyone sends you a private message. Now, notifications, you can check notifications and or email. Notifications means you get a little number up here under notifications. I'm going to actually uncheck that. But for email, or maybe I'll keep it checked, doesn't matter. For email, I definitely want to keep that checked. And when I do that, hit submit, then next time somebody sends me a private message, I will get an email in my inbox saying, hey, come to the forum, somebody sent you a private message, and check it out. This is important because in case you're not checking your messages every day, you may miss something that somebody's trying to get in touch with you. and this is the only way that someone can get in touch with you. For example, you're trying to set up a private session with someone, like you're going to do the work in spoken form, which we do once a month, and you're trying to set up an appointment. If you don't have this notification checked to get an email when they send you a private message, then your their message may be sitting in your inbox for several days and you maybe just don't notice it, and so communication can become difficult. So make sure you check the email box. You may want to include checking the notification box, that's up to you. Um, but this will allow you to communicate with others on the forum in a very real way, very real time way, and it is an important feature of um, the group forum here. So most of our stuff is done in the group where everyone sees it on the forum, and then some of it is done privately. So you'll get a chance to test this out. You can send me a private message as part of our assignment today. And soon I think you'll find that it's a very useful part of this forum.